do you have for breakfast on a normal day?
A burnt bit of toast, 2 bits of fruit and a cup of tea.
What should go to lunch?
Baked beans. The beans out of the tin and cold. You lot sniffing around my dustbins. I have to come out and give you a kick every now and again, you know. Puts a saline solution down and slurps it back up. But if they're not ready to pull out at 6:30, they are dead. Well done. Give them a nice pat. Let your girths out. Nice pat. Let your girths out. I've been doing this for 57 years. I could send a demented parrot out here. My name's Sir Mark Prescott. I'm a trainer in Newmarket. I've trained there for 56 years, and this is Heath House. Everybody always asks what time do the lads have to start, knowing that I'm, of course, a fanatic for time. And they're always staggered when I say whenever they like. But if they're not ready to pull out at 6:30, they are dead. Some start early, have a cup of tea. Some start very late, nip in and just, that's fine. But you've got to be ready.
Have you ever been late?
Never.
Never slept in?
Never, ever. Never missed a day's work. This is the little yard. And as you can see, it's a beautiful old yard, if you like useless information.
Wow.
There was a big fire in 1609 and all of Newmarket was burnt down except for those boxes there, the oldest buildings in Newmarket. They're on the 1609 map. So they've had slow horses, bad horses, coffin horses in for 400 years. There's 19 boxes here. This is for 2-year-olds. All the 2-year-olds are more likely to be coughing and sneezing and ringworm and so on. So we try and keep them separate if we can. Everything is done to try and make it safe. Box doorways are rubbered and it's on gravel rather than tarmac. All the vegetation grows up round the doors to try and make sure the horses go in straight. The more it looks inviting, the more likely they are to go straight in. So when the yearlings are scooting about or nervous, they're less likely to fall down. So what you're trying to do is to make it as safe as you can. And then these are all the people who trained here before me. The Dawsons completely dominated the game. A very interesting thing happened. The Americans came over, and John Huggins came over in 1899. He brought with him Todd Sloane. Does that mean anything to you?
On your Todd?
On your Todd.
Yeah, very famous.
Todd Sloane in his first season rode something like 1 in 3 winners.
That's amazing.
Good morning, morning, Russells. And so he just, the trainer and the jockey dominated it. And as you can see, people didn't stay very long. It was a rented yard. It was owned by the Weatherby family. During the 2 wars, it was used for ammunition storage and things like that. And then Jack Waugh was the first trainer to buy it in 1948. He bought the little yard and amalgamated it. And then I came as his assistant in the 64, 65, and I took over from him in 1970. Poor William, who's always waiting for me to retire. I always say to William that I'll retire when I get to the bottom of the thing, but I'm quite a way off at the moment.
It depends on the length of the race name.
I think I'll be lucky to hang on, yeah.
Now you have your names on your doors. I've noticed quite a few trainers now have gone away from nameplates.
They have. I suppose it's nice for the owner, and of course they've not listened to what you've said. It's nice to know that is Pendragon without asking me for the 5th time. Hi Manny. This filly gets edgy if she pulls out with the string and starts upsetting everything. So she gets treadmilled now here, and then she'll be ridden around the yard, and that way she reduces A, the stress to herself, B, and most importantly, the stress to me, and C, the stress to the other horses in the string. So this is the pool. So I just walk round first thing in the morning and make sure everything's working. These gates all shut in behind, and you're looking at a little splish, and to the horse he's going to get out there. Boom, boom, boom. So he's swimming just before he can see what happens. So it's always plays going in, and it cleans them off. The most important thing is it makes them stretch and they don't stiffen up. But yeah, they all love it. But some of them like my mother, when she didn't want to get her hair wet. Some of them are groaning, some of them are trying to drink at the same time, and they all swim differently. This is the world record.
She's proper scurrying through.
You look at that. She can get up there half the time.
It's amazing.
Some of them can.
She just want to get it done, do you think?
I don't know.
Have you been in there yourself?
No,
Been for a swim round?
only been pulled in once when we were getting one in, but you know, this is where the goat lives.
The goat?
Yeah, if we have a nervous horse, the goat lives with it.
So no goats at the moment?
No nervous horse at the moment. This is the covered ride, which is a furlong round. And then these are the stalls. And then the front here, we shut them up so that as the horse comes through, if you stay there, he'd be coming through with it much narrower.
Right, yeah.
At that stage. And then we shut the bottom, give him some grass, let him walk out. 2 or 3 days later, we then shut the top. And I need your nose right on the gate.
I see.
And then get him in. And when he doesn't blink, he's good enough. And you blinked each time.
Yeah, I'd be useless.
I get the papers first thing in the morning.
What time do you wake up?
20 to 4.
20 to 4? I thought I was an early morning person.
Well, I just get really ahead. If you're not ahead, you know, you're in trouble. I always say all of us trainers, we can have had a very bad day before most of England's got out of bed.
Very true.
So as I said, 6:30, they have to pull out. And Tom, what time does that clock tell you? You want to film it, Tom? 6:30, and your first horse is pulling out.
So this is first lot of how many?
This is first lot. Well, you have 3 in a bit. 3 today, sometimes 4. Good morning, Madge. Good morning. Hi there, Singh. Good morning.
Tack-wise, less rather than more?
Yes, I think the difference between old trainers and young is old trainers probably don't put enough on them. And the young trainers, they have everything you can think of, hoods and nightcaps and cross nosebands. And I always say to William, either I'm not trying hard enough or they're doing too much. And probably the truth is somewhere in the
hoods are everywhere now.
Yeah, it's just, you know, everybody's got their own ideas. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. So they collect up here like a roundabout and they'll have a jog Monday morning, 3 or 4 furlongs one way, 3 or 4 furlongs the other.
So you're looking now for soundness.
Is it sound? Is it bright? Is it dull? You know, what's his demeanour like? The clue in The Hound of the Baskervilles was why didn't the dog bark? Because it knew the intruder. And very often with horses, it's why it doesn't.
Right.
You should know it so well that if it doesn't do you see what I mean? That's often as important as why it does. They should be like children going to school. And of course, you've never got it right, you know. They're either too fresh or too hot. In the end, you listen to everybody, you listen to the vet, you listen to the jockey, but in the end, it's you. You've got to make up your mind. And then not blame them when you make your decision. Do you see what I mean?
How do you decide who goes in which lot?
The first lot tends to be the old horses who are in strong work. Second lot tends to be the 2-year-olds or what's left over of the older horses. And third lot is the ones not doing as much strong work. It varies from, you know, stable to stable. But basically, I think most horses don't really eat well until they've been out. And certainly the ones that are in strong work don't.
Right.
So the earlier you can get them out and fed, the better.
Where does your horse knowledge come from?
Catalogue of mistakes. And I started with a marvellous man called Sid Koenig, and he could outthink any horse. So I think he was a big help. Because he wasn't mathematically inclined, he certainly couldn't be bothered to be nice to owners. You know, that side of it. He liked training, but his business model was to charge double for breaking in very difficult horses.
Right.
Simple.
A little bit like horse whisperers these days.
Yeah, but he'd charge double and get it done. You know, 2-year-old by time test, 2-year-old by Luke de Vega, 8 grand from Germany, 280,000, 150,000, 77, 6 grand, 21 grand. 50 grand, 72 grand, Homebred, 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 homebred.
Quite a range.
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
The range.
Yeah, real
from
range.
280 to 8 grand and
Yeah.
6 grand. Let them lay up to you. Walk steady, 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 steady. And we're going to turn their heads in. We're going to turn their heads in. After the second canter, we'll come off to the right and have a pick at the top of the hill. Come this way, team.
And what do you think about the young trainers coming through?
They're good. They're very good. You know, they've got big advantages over what we had in the old days because, of course, they have to go on a trainer's course. The handicapper comes and speaks to them and tells them what to do. Took us years to learn. And, of course, the racing channels, where you're well drawn and where you aren't, there was none of that. And no races were televised in my day, except you saw it once on a Saturday. I always take the mickey and say, after you lot sniffing around my dustbins, I have to come out and give you a kick every now and again, you know. So, but they're good. They're good. And they make you be good. They make me be good.
So
but hopefully I've made them be good, I hope.
Yeah. I'm sure there's an element of that.
Got to stretch them a bit, you know. And they stretch me, yeah. I mean, what's interesting is that my owners used to be the best informed owners because I rang them every Sunday. And now the young trainers, their owners, perhaps are better informed than mine because they're sending them film every...
Do you not send videos?
No. But I ring them. So, you know, some people would prefer one, some people would prefer the other.
So what do you eat, say? What do you have for breakfast on a normal day?
A burnt bit of toast. I'll have 2 bits of fruit and a cup of tea. And that keeps me going till lunchtime.
And what do you have for lunch? What should we go to lunch?
Baked beans.
Baked beans?
Tin of baked beans, 2 bits of burnt toast, a bowl of cornflakes and an orange.
A bowl of cornflakes for lunch?
Yeah, delicious. And the beans out of the tin and cold.
I know, I heard that and I wasn't sure if it was true.
Absolutely true, absolutely true.
And what about dinner?
Same, 2 bits of toast, beans and an apple instead of the orange, just to make it real variety. The shape of the town is entirely governed by the gallops. If you see it, the town has filled in everywhere where there aren't the gallops and the studs, so they hem it all in, which has meant, you know, hasn't expanded too much in the town.
What could you tell from a canter if a horse was very special? Is there anything you can tell in the slower paces?
No, you can see some good horses look terrible, can't you? Your BAFTA award is just round the corner, Tom.
Hope so. This is the fun part. Do you watch racing all day, every day?
No, not at all. I've got enough problems watching my own, never mind. Well, I read the results in the paper,
right.
You know, just if I happen to see it. But I don't watch it, you know. I didn't watch anything yesterday, you know. This was planted by Mr. Hardy Soir, or Hardy Foire, in 1776. And he left us a map of all the trees he planted. It's now all beginning to fall into decay, and there's plans to replant it. Our horses canter up here, done 2 up Warren Hill, and then they have a pick of grass in the wood here. I think the psychological aspect of simple reward, and also that they then know they're finished. Now, Tom, if you can't get a good picture out of that, it's time we got a new cameraman. And the geldings and colts, they all pick grass here.
Right.
And the fillies the other side of the tree. So otherwise, if you came up here and they went anywhere, the colts next time are all sniffing where the fillies have been.
I see.
So, like everything, it looks simple, but it's actually quite well thought out. How do we do? Good settled? Yeah, this is the good filly, Tasmania.
Tasmania.
This is the filly you saw on the treadmill, Rouge Cellier, and then Morgan gets on her and brings her in. She's sensible then.
She's been really good.
She's got very unusual hind leg marking.
Yeah.
So if you were to run a competition and say to the Racing Post readers, where is this? A photograph of this, nobody would think it's Newmarket, would they?
It's almost like you've had film crews around before.
Ah, well.
Is it a common occurrence?
Well, yeah, you know, it depends if you've got a decent horse. That's when Alpinista was around, you had lots of people, you know.
And do you enjoy that side of it?
Yeah, it's part of it, isn't it? Oscar Wilde hit the nail on the head. He said there's only one thing worse than being talked about, and that's being not talked about.
Yeah.
I like it all. The only time I don't like is the sales in the autumn, which I find very difficult, really.
Do you get attached to them?
Yeah, I don't like selling them, and I hate being away in the running horses all the time, and you're balancing a million things, you know, selling horses, training horses, buying horses. I think all trainers, even young trainers, find the sales season pretty difficult.
Do you never take a holiday?
Yes,
You
I
do? Good, I'm relieved.
Oh yeah. I have 4 proper weekends off a year.
4 weekends, that's it?
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
But you don't ever take a week?
Yes, I take 2 a year.
Okay,
I can
good.
do nothing, but I can't do a little. Does that make sense? Yeah. Hi there, Shannon. Good morning, good morning. Come with me.
Where's your destination of choice for your weeks away?
I go to Gran Canaria
Oh, wow.
and do my scrapbook in January.
Your scrapbook
Of the year.
Oh, okay, so photos and...
Yeah, photos, bits and pieces, obituaries. If there was something about somebody I know, cut that out, keep that.
So you've got
57 of them.
57 scrapbooks, wow.
And I never look at them when I've done them.
So apart from the 6:30 start or pull out time, what are the other rules?
Well, 3, to please me. Hi, Siri. To please me, you can never, ever, ever be late. Number 2, never, ever, ever tell me a lie. So if you let the horse out the box and it gallops across the road and it collides with a car and a Boy Scout troop, if you just say, I'm very sorry I left the door open, I can deal with it. Don't tell me something else. And number 3, never get cross with a horse. If it wants sorting out, one of us will do it and we'll do it better than you. And number 4, one hint of a drug and you're gone. And I don't care if it's the boyfriend, I don't care what, one hint, you're gone. Right, so on a Monday, I give the vet, who's normally Mr. Dugdale, but he's scarpered because we've got so many to do today. I normally give the vet a list of all the horses that could run this week or could gallop. So what Mr. Suffern does is he puts this long tube down their nose and into their lungs and puts a saline solution down and slurps it back up, and it should come back like that, and it shouldn't come back like
So that is so when we say dirty scope, it's literally a dirty scope. Yeah.
So this horse I would not run.
And when did scoping come in?
Well, I was the first person ever to scope a horse. And there was a very bright vet called Mike Burrell at the Animal Health Trust, and he and I both thought that the reason stables hit form and don't hit form was due to respiratory problems. So you can now see, okay, no, okay, good, no. But you're trying to stop having a horror. You're trying to stop having one break a blood vessel on the track, run way below form. And, you know, it's expensive to scope, but the expense of running one who runs badly, 700 quid by the time you've got it there, and the jockey, and it knocks 700 quid off its value, or more, 7,000 quid off its value by running badly. So it's well worth doing, but it's a labour of love. Yeah. And that'll do. Whoa-ho. Whoa-ho. Well done, well done. Give him a nice pat. Well done, Manama. Give him a nice pat. Well done.